Anyway, hey YouTube, it's Shu. Once again, I have a list. So it is 20 weeks on T slash next Friday. Sometime next week will actually be 5 calendar months. So I'm kind of in between, so I'm just gonna do a video because I can. So the first thing on my list says body hair. Sorry, cat distracted. Pretty much the same. The hair on on my arms hasn't really gotten any darker. It's I feel like it's a little thicker, but it's kind of blonde. But I expect that because it's summer, so well, almost summer, whatever. Legs, pretty much the same. I have like the outer parts of my my thighs have a lot of hair, and I was told that I'm getting hair on my bum. Can't really see that, so sure. Like the inner part of my thighs and towards the top, it's still real thin and blonde. It's kind of patchy and weird, but whatever. I've got some rogue hairs on like my chest that have turned darker already. I'm saying a lot. Anyway, voice. I don't know that it's any deeper than the last video. I haven't compared, so sure. I don't know. Acne. I should have wrote this in like ginormous letters. I clearly have. I have some down here, but I feel like it's not any. It's a little worse than it usually is, but I always pretty much have some here because, like I've said in previous videos, I work in a very dirty place, and now I work in 2 very dirty places. So I try to stick to a schedule where I wash my face before I leave job 1 to go to job number 2. And then I wash my face again after job number 2 before I come home. Because like I said in, I think the last video, I have a tendency to just come home from work and go to take a nap instead of shower and then take a nap. Because by the time I drive the like 45 minutes, I'm tired and I want to go to bed. So it is what it is. I also looked up or found the name of the soap that I use, because I said I use an all-natural soap. And I think there were a couple people, I don't think they said something on Facebook about wanting to know the name. It's the Pacifica Natural Soap, and I use the blood orange one because it smells amazing. It's, I like it a lot because it dries out my skin, but not too much, so it helps, and I feel like the acne is it's not as bad as it was before I started using that soap, so should check it out. It's like $5 for a bar, but like it's like one of those like ginormous bars. It was really big and square, and it I don't know, I've had it for like a couple months now, and it works really well. And I would say we've used about half of it, and that's including my fiance using some of it. So it's not like I've just used half of it in a couple months by myself. So shaving, for real, have to shave like I should really shave every other day, because I have like 3 rogue hairs that grow in over here, and then a whole bunch down here that are slowly starting to come this way. I'm not the best at shaving because I don't want to say that I'm lazy. I'm tired because, like I said in I think one of the previous videos, I work about 8 hours a day, but I also spend about an hour and a half to 2 hours in the car every day, so it's a lot. I noticed the other day, which is really weird, that my hairline, so it's receded a little bit, but when I say a little bit, I mean like teeny tiny minuscule amount, but I noticed that this side is higher than this side. Whatever. it is what it is. You can't really see it because of the way my hair sits, but basically I went like this the other day and was like, oh, what the... Okay. The only other, like, physical change that I have noticed and a couple other people have noticed is that I feel like my shoulders are wider, which they didn't really need to get any wider because I always had pretty wide shoulders, but it is what it is. And then, since the previous video, I purchased a packer, and it would show it to you, but it's upstairs, and I don't want to go get it. It's I believe it's the Mr. Limpy, or whatever. It's just the small one that's like 3.5 inches or whatever. I like it a lot. I think it's a perfect size for me because I don't need it to be like ginormous. I also purchased the Go Girl, which honestly I haven't been using a lot because it's a lot of work to remember to use it. So it works. I feel like the hole needs to be a little bigger because I have a tendency to fill the cup up and then it kind of sometimes overflows, not all the time. It also just depends because I'm not one of those people that like has to pee like 7 times a day. I usually pee like in the morning before I leave for work, between jobs, when I get home from work, and then like before I go to bed. So like 3 or 4 times a day, that's it. So I guess I have too much pee for it to flow properly. I don't know. Anyway, it's just one of those things. So those are all the changes and updates. I don't feel like my emotions or anything have changed since the last time. Pretty much the same thing. If I'm hungry, I'm angry, so I'm hangry. But trying to eat on a more normal schedule because I used to eat, take a granola bar to work and eat one between the jobs and then just come home and take a nap and then eat dinner. I've been trying to eat at least a small snack when I get home from work, and that seems to have helped a lot. So now on to my other self, and to others, is that also, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I'll probably cut this part out. But anyway, alright. So yeah, I think that's all I have. Please, if you have questions, please post them below. Also, I guess it was last week, marked 4 months till the wedding. It's 4 months, wow. Anyway, so yeah, if you have questions for me or my fiance, who occasionally she's only made one so far, but I'm sure she's got some other stuff in the works to make another video, as she shakes her head behind the camera, maybe. So yeah, if you have questions, please feel free to ask. Yeah, and I guess I will see you guys next month. See ya.